to market our product, we are supposed to find the right place at the right time at the right people. In the direct channel, they are going to purchase the commodity or the product directly from the manufacturer. Hence, there is no provision for the interference of agent, wholesaler or a retailer. This supply chain management is a strategically managing the channels of the distribution. The end user of the commodity, he is going to purchase the product directly from the manufacturer. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I am Mr. Hemant Kumar from the Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, MYSURU, the Temple of Excellence. Today we are going with the session 3 of Unit 4 of Retail Management subject, that is Retail Marketing Mix for 5th semester BCom students. This is the agenda of today's session. We had already completed 2 parts of Retail Marketing Mix. Part 1, that is product. Part 2, that is pricing. This is part 3, that is place. Under the place, we are going to study the supply channel or channels of distribution. So as we had studied in session 3 of unit 1, the channels of distribution, right? So that we are going to study in depth in today's session. SCM principles. SCM principles is nothing but the supply chain management principles. There are some principles that is followed in a supply chain management that we are going to study. Retail logistic. So it is nothing but the transportation of a retail, that is a manufactured or the finished product from the manufacturer to the end user or the consumer. That is nothing but the logistic. It is nothing but the transportation of the finished goods or the commodity. Computerized replenishment system. So we are going to use some kind of a replenishment system in the retail unit to make each and every work smoothly and efficiently and also effectively. So, and also the corporate replenishment system. We are going to study these both concepts in the retail management. Place. So as we know, place is the third P of the retail marketing mix, which is followed by product, price. The third one is place and also followed by the promotion. This is the third P of the retail marketing mix. Place is where you sell your product and the distribution channels you use to get it your customer. So place is a geographical location where we are supposed to sell the product, and also it is a way how we are going to available the product to the end user of the commodity called consumer. So it includes 2 things. First one is the geographical location, the particular place or the spot or the market area the goods are sold to the consumers. And second thing is the way of supply or way of communication of the product from the manufacturer to the consumers. It includes 2 things. Like finding the right place to market and sell your product is a key for reaching your target audience. So here, finding the right place to a market. So to market our product, we are supposed to find the right place at the right time at the right people. Means we are supposed to target only the target audience who are our audience, who are the people who are going to purchase our product. It is waste of time and money to target all the audience. So we are supposed to do what? We are supposed to target only our audience, the customer who purchase only our product. Say for an example, I had established a t-shirt manufacturing unit in Mysore city, right? So firstly, how I am supposed to manufacture the t-shirt? Like I had divided the customers into categories called segmentation, right? So based on their age group, based on their gender, based on their economic status, based on their standard of living, right? So I had classified the customers based on their standard of living, based on their gender, based on their ability to purchase the product, or based on their age that I'm supposed to manufacture the product. So here the common thing is, who is going to purchase our t-shirt? Youths, they are going to purchase our t-shirt. So the t-shirt may not like by the old people or the aged people, right? So I'm supposed to manufacture the t-shirt as per the wish, as per the taste, as per the preference of the youths. That is a marketing strategy. So as I said, if you put your product in the place where your target customer doesn't visit, so what happens? So if I am going to place the product where our target customer, they won't visit, so it is just a waste of time and money. The business may occur loss, right? On or offline. So through online, I'm going to conduct a business, or I'm going to sell the product through offline mode. So whatever the mode that I'm going to sell the product, so I have to decide, I have to particularly target the right audience to my product. So what happens if I available the product where our target customers are not available? So there is a possibility of losses. So what I have to supposed to do, I am supposed to available the product for the target audience only. The right place can help you connect with your target audience and set you up for the success. So I am supposed to do what? I am going to sell the right product at a right time, at a right place, at the right price, right? So these are all the things that is going to influence the place of the product. Means the place that I am going to sell, the way I am going to communicate, or I am going to transport, or I am going to manage to available the product or the service for the end user of the commodity. To increase the sales of the product, or to make the product available strategically, right? So I am supposed to give answer for these all questions. So which are the questions? The first question is, where will you sell your product? So where I am supposed to sell my product, means there is an answer telling that, so I am supposed to sell my product where my target audience are located. Second question, where does your target audience shop? So where does the target audience they prefer to shop? Whether they are going to shop in online, they are going to shop offline, they are going to shop where the discounts are found, where the qualities are good, what is the purchasing power parity of the customers. So the retailer must be aware of these all things. The next question is, what distribution channels are best to reach your target market? So if I want to reach my target market, which is the best distribution channel? So how can I distribute the product? Whether I can distribute the product for what kind of the customer? So which way of transportation is convenient to reach out the customer? So there are a number of ways. It may be airways, waterways, landways, right? So which way of communication or which way of transportation is better to transfer the what kind of the commodity? Supply channel. Channels of distribution. This supply channel is also known as the channels of distribution, as we had studied in session 3 of unit 1. So channels of distribution is divided into two categories. The first one is direct channel, second one is indirect channel. So direct channel means the end user of the commodity, he is going to purchase the product directly from the manufacturer. That is the best example for direct channel. So in terms of indirect channel is classified into three categories, that is 1 level channel, 2 level channel and 3 level channel. So we shall study 1 level, 2 level and 3 level channel individually. So these are the types of distribution channels. So there are direct channel, 1 level channel, 2 level channel and 3 level channel, right? So what are the difference between direct and indirect channel? So in direct channel, the consumers are going to purchase the product or the commodity or a goods directly from the producers, right? So in the direct channel, they are going to purchase the commodity or the product directly from the manufacturer. Hence, there is no provision for the interference of agent, wholesaler or a retailer. There is no intermediary between consumers and the producers. The next one is 1 level channel. So this is a direct channel. These three are the indirect channels, right? So in 1 level channel, between the consumers and the producers, there is a one person or a middle person. He act as a intermediary, who is retailer. So in the 1 level channel, between the consumers and the producers, there is a single person who act as an intermediary. We call him as a retailer. Retailer is going to purchase the goods from the producer. He is going to sell the same good to the consumer. Hence, this kind of a channel, we call it as a 1 level channel. So 2 level channel. So here also, between the consumers and the producers, there are two intermediaries. One is a retailer and one is the wholesaler or the distributor. So hence there is a two intermediaries, we call it as a two-level channel. There is a single intermediary, we call it as a one-level channel. In the three-level channel, there are three intermediaries which act between the consumer and the producer. Who are the three intermediaries? The first one is the agent. He is also known as a broker, and wholesaler or a distributor, and the retailer. There are three intermediaries, hence we call it as a three-level channels. Okay, so here there is no intermediary, we call it as a what? Direct channel. Okay, there is no intermediary, direct channel, one intermediary, one level channel, two intermediary, two level channel, three intermediary, three level channel, vice versa. SCM principles. So what is this SCM principles is about? So this SCM is nothing but the supply chain management. So what is this supply chain management? Why this supply chain management is required, right? So this supply chain management is a strategically managing the channels of the distribution, strategically managing the channels of the distribution to make the product available for the customer in time. So it is a way of transferring the goods or the commodity from the manufacturer to the end user of the commodity called consumers, right? So they are going to transfer the finished product that is manufactured by the manufacturer to the end user of the commodity. We call him as a consumer. So we had divided this SCM principles into 7 parts. There are 7 principles in SCM principles, right? So in the supply chain management, we are supposed to follow 7 principles. Which are those 7 principles? The principle 1, adopt the supply chain based on the service needs of each customer segment. Adopt of supply chain based on service needs of each customer segment. So as we know, before producing the product, before supplying the product, we must know the demand of the product and we must know the needs of the customer. So only on the needs of the customer, to fulfill the needs and wants of the customer, we are supposed to manufacture the product which is customer centric or consumer centric. So whatever the product that we are supposed to manufacture, it is as per the taste and preferences of the consumer, right? So it is as per the needs of the consumer. If we satisfy the needs of the consumer, he keep on purchasing our product regularly. So in the same way, in the first phase, we must know the needs of the consumer firstly, right? So what the consumer is searching for in the market, what kind of the product if I offer to the consumer, he get satisfied. We are supposed to get the answer for these all questions to satisfy the needs of the consumer. It is the main intention of all the entrepreneur to satisfy the customer. What happens if the customer gets satisfied? Definitely he become the loyal customer for the particular brand. Principle 2, customize the logistic network for each segment. So here we are going to divide the customer into various segments based on the age group, based on the gender, based on the economic status, based on their earnings, based on the purchasing power parity, or based on their likes and dislikes. We have categorized the customers into different segments, right? Here what we have to do, customize the logistic network for each segment. So based on their wish, based on their needs, based on their like, dislike, we are supposed to supply the product. There are number of product which is more in demand, which have to supplied immediately. So we are supposed to supply as per the demand. There are number of product which is not at all in demand. If the product get delay also, there is no problem in the market. As per the demand, we are supposed to supply the product. Let us assume there are 10 product that is available in the market. Among 10 product, first 2 product there is a more demand for that particular product, means we are supposed to supply the product simultaneously to the customer. So if the 8 product delay for the customer, it is okay, but the first 2 product it is in high demand, means we are supposed to supply the product for the right person at the right place at the right time. So only we can reach out the goals of the business. Principle 3, that is align demand planning across the supply chain. So what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to align the demand planning across the supply chain. So here we did the segmentation of the customer. Here we are supposed to available the product that is demanded by the customer as per their demand in time at the right place. But here what we are supposed to do, we are going to align the demand planning across the supply chain. So based on the demand planning, we are supposed to supply the product depending upon the quantity. Means there are 10 varieties of the product. So first and the second varieties of the product, there is demand in only Mysuru but not at the neighbor cities of Mysuru, right? So for third and fourth product, there is a demand in Mandya but not the neighbor cities of Mandya. For the fourth and sixth product, there is a demand in Bengaluru but not the neighbor cities of Bengaluru, right? So in the same way, as per the needs, as per the demand of the particular segment of the product, we are supposed to use some strategies or the master plan to make that product available to the end user of the commodity. Principle 4, differentiate product closer to the customer. So before supplying the product to the consumer, the manufacturer, he must make differentiation between the product that is manufactured by the competitor and the product that is manufactured by him. Means the customer must feel very comfortable, very convenient to purchase his product when he compare that product with other product in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, and also in terms of money. So in terms of price also, the customer can evaluate the product, and in terms of the place also, the availability of the product, the customer is going to evaluate the product. So he must make the available of the product with his maximum efforts. Principle 5, outsourcing strategy. So what is outsourcing? It is nothing but the circulating. It is nothing but selling the finished commodity or the product from the manufacturer to the consumers. So it is the way of outsourcing the finished goods from the manufacturer to the consumers. Here they are going to use some strategy, nothing but the master plan for the outsourcing. They are going to use some strategy or master plan for the outsourcing. They are supposed to use some strategy or master plan for outsourcing. The core expertise should not be outsourced. Means the core expertise one is not at all going to outsource in the fifth principle, according to the fifth principle. The sixth principle is develop the information technology that supports multi-level decision making. So they have to develop what? The information technology in retailing. So we are supposed to study the information technology of retailing in depth in unit 5, that is information and technology in retailing, right? So here what are the things that they have to develop? The IT product must not be done in isolation. And also before IT project, the business engagement must be done. So based on some criteria, by using some kind of the strategy, this is the way how we are supposed to manage the information and technology in according to the principle 6. Principle 7, it is the last principle, that is adopt both service and financial metrics. So here the activity based on costing is used in this methodology, that is ABC analysis based on the preferences of the customers. Means there is a demand for a few kinds of the product, there is no demand for the kinds of the product. We are supposed to go with the ABC analysis to know or point out or to figure out the product which is in demand in the minds of the customers. Based on their preferences, we are supposed to categorize the product. That is nothing but ABC analysis. As we had studied in a previous session regarding the ABC analysis, it is going to give the grade for the product that is demanded by the customer. So which is more in demand, grade A. So which is less in demand, so grade B. Which is not at all in demand, so that is grade C. Here the ABC analysis is going to work according to the principle 7 of SCM principles. Retail logistics. What is this retail logistic? In simple terms, logistic refers to the movement of enormous volumes of goods and products, including the transit and storage, management of the inventory, and consumer communication. So this retail logistic is nothing but the transportation of the finished product from the manufacturer to the consumer. From a customer's point of view, the logistic should work masterfully when getting the right commodity for the consumer at preferred place and time. So the manufacturer must available the product at the right price, right place and right time for the right customer. To do this, retail logistic guarantee smooth outflow of product to the customers. So it is going to available the smooth flow of the product or the commodity for the customers through well-structured supply chain management. So the supply chain management must be well structured. So here the logistic in retail business is focused more on the consumers. So types of retail logistic is classified into three categories. The first is inbound, outbound and reverse logistic. So inbound logistic. What is this inbound logistic? Inbound logistic is a logistic or the transportation which is used to bring the raw materials to the manufacturer, right? The manufacturer used to bring the raw materials to convert raw materials into finished product, the way of transportation, right? So he's going to bring the raw materials to the transportation, that is nothing but inbound transportation, right? So outbound logistic or the outbound transportation means it is nothing but after converting the manufacturer, he is going to convert the raw materials into finished product. He is going to supply back to the consumers. What he is going to do? Again, he is going to outbound the product through the transportation. That transportation we call it as a outbound logistic. Then the reverse logistic. So it is a transportation. The customer, he is going to send back his product, whether the product get expired, whether the product quality is not good, whether the damage or the breakage in the product, he is going to send back to the manufacturer. The product will be sent back to the manufacturer from the customers just because of the reason the product get expired, the product quality is not good. So if we purchase the commodities through online, whether it is a Flipkart or Amazon, if the quality of the product is not good, if we get the break product or damaged product, we are supposed to return. If we get the expired product, so we are supposed to give back to the entrepreneur. So in the same way, this also work. It is a logistic which is used to reverse logistic means it is going to give back to the manufacturer the product that is manufactured by him. Computerized replacement system. What is this computerized replacement system? So it is a digital system which is used to monitor the stocks that is available in the retail unit. It is going to collect the data that is in stock. It is going to collect the sales data. It is going to collect the purchase data. And also it is going to give all the stock information that is available with the retailer, which is very beneficial to maintain the sufficient stock with the retailer. The computerized replacement system is a system is also known as the computerized inventory system. So here we are going to manage the inventories that is available in the retail unit. So we call it as a computerized inventory system or the computerized inventory management system. Is a digital inventory system that you can access on computer, tablet and mobile phone. So this system means this computerized replacement system can be accessed wherever we are. We can access in the computer, we can access in tablet, we can access in cell phone also by using the internet, by using the artificial intelligence. This program is going to work. Unlike the manual inventory systems or even inventory spreadsheet. So it is like a manual inventory system or it acts as a spreadsheet to collect and to disclose the information. Computerized inventory systems enable the company to monitor inventory levels in real time. So it is going to monitor the inventory that is in stock in the real time. So as per the period of time, it is going to give the relevant data whenever is required or whenever is demanded. As inventory is used and moved. So it is going to give the data in time as the inventory had bought or inventory had sold from the outlet. It is going to collect all the relevant information regarding the inventory, regarding the batch number, regarding the stock, regarding the units, regarding the price, regarding the profit and regarding the reorder of the inventory. This computerized replacement system is also known as the inventory management software. So as I said here, by using this computerized replacement system, we can manage the inventories that is available in the outlet. The business can stay updated with the inventory orders, counts and sales. So based on the orders, based on the counts, based on the demand, based on the sales, the company is going to stand. Factors of computerized replacement system. Here we are going to consider only 4 factors in the computerized replacement system. The first factor is inventory monitoring and management. This is a very important factor in the retail unit, that is the management of inventory and monitoring the inventory. How we are supposed to manage the inventory? How we are supposed to monitor the inventory? By real-time tracking, we come to know the actual data that is in stock and how to reorder the inventory for the future benefit. Means by using the point of sale software, we come to know what is the quantity of the goods that is available in the stock and what is the quantity that we must order, and also it is going to give the complete data regarding the sales that is made in the specified period of time, which is going to benefit for the retailer to reorder the product or the service. And also it is going to forecast the algorithms to predict the future demand of the particular product or the particular segmentation of the product. And also this software gives alerts and notification to retailer so that he come to know the alerts when there is a minimum stock. Say for an example, it is a commitment of a retailer to maintain a minimum stock of 100 units to serve the customer. So when there is a 100 units of stock, it is going to give the notification to the retailer telling that you must reorder the inventory because there is a minimum stock that is available in the godown, right? It is going to give the all the relevant information by the digital system. Automated reordering. This is a systematic way where the replacement system, it is going to give the reorder of the commodity. As I explained, in the replacement system, that is managing or monitoring the replacement system, it is going to keep the minimum stock. When there is a minimum stock, it is going to give the notification for the retailer for the reorder of the same kind of the inventory to the stock. It is going to give the notification for retailer for the reorder of particular product. In the same way, here it is going to make automated reordering. Say for an example, it is a commitment of a retailer to maintain 100 units of stock in the outlet. So here, while managing the things, it used to give the notification for the retailer. He must put his efforts to reorder the product on the particular brand or the segmentation of the product. But here what happens? So in the automated system, by using the artificial intelligence, so when there is a stock of 100 unit of the particular product, it is going to give the reorder for the supplier. Means automatically the order get generated from the replacement system for the supplier telling that there is a minimum stock. We do want a specified or the specified quantity of stock. It is a automated machine. So it is going to generate the order and it is going to communicate to the vendor who is going to supply the inventory to the retailer. Optimization of inventory levels. It is a very important thing to manage the inventory level, means must keep the stock that is demanded by the market. What happens if the retailer, he does not keep the stock that is demanded by the market? The customer may change its mindset and he may shift for the other brand. In the same way, so he must provide the stock or he must keep the stock for the future benefits, and he must maintain the stock in such a way that he should not keep overstock or he must not keep the stock so that he could not able to meet the demand of the customer. So it is like a win and win situation. Data analysis and reporting. This is the main function of the computerized replacement system. It is going to collect the data of the inventory and it is going to make analysis of the data of the inventory, and it is going to report for the retailer for the future benefits. So as we know, he keep on checking the data of the history. Means the retailer, he keep on checking the historical data for the future benefits. Based on the historical data, he is going to order or reorder the product. Means it is going to give the information like halfly, yearly, quarterly or yearly. Means based on the data of 3 months, 6 months or 1 year data, the retailer have an idea regarding the future prediction. Means he is going to predict the future and he may order the product and he may adopt the technique to manage all the inventory. Corporate replenishment policies. So there are some policies that is followed in the retail sector, that is nothing but the corporate replenishment policies. What is this corporate replenishment policies is about? So inventory replenishment policy is a set of rules and procedures. So the name itself, it is going to say that it is a policy. So it is a policy, means it is a set of or bunch of rules, procedures and the regulation that the business used to determine when and how much inventory to order or produce to meet the customer demand. So it is going to give the idea regarding the inventory that is demanded by the customer. Either he must make the decision of buying the inventory or manufacturing the inventory, so that is demanded by the customer. So either he may make the manufacturing decision or he may make the buying decision, whichever is convenient, whichever is profit motive or profitable. He must go with the such a kind of thing where the computerized replenishment system is going to benefit the entrepreneur while minimizing the cost and maximizing the efficiency. So this system is going to minimize the cost of production or cost of the product and also the maximize the profit or the efficiency of the workforce. The policy outline the process for the replenishing the inventory. So it is going to outline the replenishment of the inventory. The name itself, it is going to suggest it is a inventory replenishment system. It is to ensure that the right product are available at a right time to meet the customer demand. So not only providing the product is important, but providing the right product at a right time for the right person is very important in terms of business. Here this replenishment system works in a same way. So it is going to provide the right product at a right time. It is going to make available the product to the customer so that the customer gets satisfied with the product. The first strategy is reorder point strategy. So what is this reorder point strategy? As we had studied early regarding the computerized replenishment system, so there is a strategy or the system, it is going to work for the reorder, which is going to place the order for the vendor for the supply of the goods. It is going to place the order for the vendor for the supply of the commodity. In the same way, this reorder point strategy is going to help for the retailer. Say for an example, so we had ordered 1000 units of stock. It is the obligation to maintain 200 units in stock. Means after every sale of 800 units of the commodity, it is going to place the automatic order of 800 units when there is a stock of 200 units in stock. Means when there is a stock of 200 units of the commodity, it is going to place the reorder. Means to meet the customer's demand within the 800 units of the commodity get supplied, so we can sell this 200 units of the commodity. It is work in such a way that it must meet the demands of the customer. We must make the main intention of using the computerized replenishment system and also the corporate replenishment system is to make available all the kinds of the product to the customer. It is the obligation of computerized replenishment system and corporate replenishment system to make available all the kinds of the commodity always to the customer. Means it must make available all the segments of the product to the customer, so that if the product meet the demands of the customer, they become loyal customer for that particular brand or the particular entity. Periodic strategy. So as I explained in the earlier session, it is going to collect the periodic information. We are going to consider the information of 3 months data, 6 months data and 1 year data. So based on the sales that is going to happen quarterly, halfly and yearly data, we are supposed to reorder the product by predicting the future things. So it is going to help. That is the periodic strategy. By measuring the sales or sales of inventory
within the specified period of time. It may be quarterly, halfly or yearly.
Top of strategy. The top of strategy is also known as learn time strategy or learn replacement strategy. Means it is going to collect all the relevant information regarding all the commodities that is available for the retailer. It is nothing but the top of strategy. So means in some segment of the product there is lots of demand, for some segment of the product there is no demand. Based on the demand, we are supposed to make the product available to the consumers. So demand strategy. So we are very familiar with the demand strategy. We had studied in unit 2 regarding the demand analysis. So here we are going to consider the demand of the product. Based on the demand analysis, make products available, and the price or the cost of the product also depends upon the demand that is in the market. Lot sizing method. What is this lot sizing method? It is going to determine the best inventory numbers for the product. It is going to determine the number of inventory that must be bought and that must be sold within a specified period of time. That is nothing but lot sizing method. It is going to represent the size of the lot that had sold and bought in stock. These are all the things that we are going to learn in lot sizing methods. In the next session, session 4, we are going with the concept of promotion. So under promotion, we are going to study the objectives of promotion and also the communication efforts of promotion, and also we are going to study about the promotional mix. Under the concept of a promotional mix, we are going to study the elements which comes under the promotional mix, and we are going to study the very important concept in retailing, that is nothing but HRM in retailing, that is human resource management in retailing. So what is the main objective of maintaining human resource management in retail sector? So we are going to go through these all concepts under the promotion. Thank you.